Hello everyone, welcome back to Spinning Iris. I got some cloak just in time for the holidays. You know what that means. Was not expecting this. These little stickers. Ooh, that's a nice sticker. Cool. That was the big one. It's like there's a couple little ones as well. Little one with eyeballs. Of course. Regular cloak. Ooh, a very spacey cloak. And of course, logo. Very neat. That's quite a nice little surprise. I didn't know that they were doing that. Very cool. So, you want to see which one I got? This was from the Day of the Dead collection from back in October. Alright. A lovely piece to my cloak collection. Nice to see this in person. Oh, nice. Oh, very neat, very neat, very neat. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, the paint. Oh, well, alright. Butterflies. Alright, well. Now that I am properly cloaked, it's time for something sci-fi, and I'm just going to roll right into my, I was going to say playlist, my book list for the next BookTube Spin tag. It's coming soon, I can feel it. So I've got a brand new list with some repeat books on it, of course. Some have been in my collection for quite some time, some are brand new this past year. All of them are science fiction or science nonfiction. Well, there's 2 science nonfictions on here. So, number 1 on this list is going to be Truth of the Divine by Lindsay Ellis. This is book 2 of her, what does she call it, the Numana series, the sequel to Axiom's End. Love this spiral. Alright, and yeah, if this one isn't picked for the spin tag, it's going to get read this next year eventually. Sooner or later. Number 2, this one's been in my collection for quite a bit. Don't know why I haven't read it yet, but this is Red Shirts by John Scalzi. They were expendable until they started comparing notes. From what I gather, this is the expendable crewman figuring out what's wrong with the universe, I guess. I don't know. This will be fun if it gets picked. Keeping in the Star Trek vein, there's going to be quite a bit here. William Shatner is on this list, along with his co-writers Judith and Garfield Reeves-Stevens, who he's written with before. This is Star Trek Academy Collision Course, and this is a Kirk and Spock in the Academy. My guess it is their, I guess their first encounter. Not a Star Trek novel, but a Star Trek actor from Star Trek Voyager. We have Roxanne Dawson with Daniel Graham, book 1 of the Tenebria trilogy, Entering Tenebria. I don't remember when this came out. I think I saw this, was like, ooh, gotta have it. Put it on my shelf, and then forgot it was there. And then went looking for books 2 and 3 to, you know, see if I could continue the series when I finally got around to it. think I went looking for the other two books in the series and I didn't find them, so it just kind of, it's been lingering on my shelf for a little bit. I'm not sure. I think I attempted to read this at one point and got distracted, so if this gets picked, I'm going to read it. Going to go hunting for the other two books. If you're not familiar with Roxanne Dawson, she played B'Elanna Torres on Star Trek Voyager. She's also a very talented director and filmmaker, all on her own. So yeah, that'll be cool. Back on the list is Five Nights at Freddy's, The Silver Eyes by Scott Cawthon and Kara Breed Racely. I'm not sure if you'd exactly call this science fiction, but animatronic thingies wreaking havoc, so I think I can consider this sci-fi a little bit. And again, if this one gets picked, I will also play the original game. Number 6, another Star Trek novel, Star Trek Next Generation Strike Zone by Peter David. I'm quite a big fan of Peter David's novels. A lot of what I have in my collection are his Star Trek novels. Yeah, he does it so well. So this will be cool. And back to Star Trek Actors. I forgot I had this. I found this, I believe, at a library fundraisers, like a library cast-off. This is Jonathan Frakes, The Abductors, Conspiracy. I believe this is his first, if not only novel. I'm not sure. This is written with Dean Wesley Smith. I'm pretty sure Mr. Smith has written Star Trek novels as well. Yeah, so, yeah, again, I forgot I had this it's funny, the art on here looks like a weird cross between Jonathan Frakes and Benedict Cumberbatch. But yeah, another talented filmmaker, actor, all-around goofy dude. Break from the Star Trek. I found this one also at the library fundraiser. I haven't been to one in a while. I think this was from the last one. This is More Than Human by Theodore Sturgeon. It's kind of random. It's very old. Yep, I don't know anything about this. I have a sneaking suspicion that I've seen his name before, and I just kind of said, oh, take that. It'd be interesting to figure out what this is all about. And back to Star Trek. Well, in this case, another actor. Back on the list is Star Trek Deep Space Nine's The 34th Rule, written by Armin Shimmerman and David R. George III, etc. Again, my favorite Ferengi and his also very talented author. Armin Shimmerman has another, I'm not sure if there are more books in that series. Very interesting one about sort of Renaissance man. A literal Renaissance man. But yeah, this should be good. And I'll finally read it. And first of the non-fiction, I got this year. This is Fighting for Space by Amy Shira Title. Or Tatel. Not sure. Updated with new research, of course. This is about two pilots and their historic battle for female space flight. One of them being Jackie Cochran. And the other is, where is she? Jerry Cobb. Yep. So this will be cool to get to. Definitely a classic here, The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. I've seen one film adaptation of this, so this will be cool to finally read. Because of course I haven't read it yet. And so number 12, back on the list, is Man in the Empty Suit by Sean Farrell. This involves a little bit of time traveling too, sort of a time travel mystery thriller, murder mystery thriller, I think. Got this from a sci-fi book club ages ago. Be neat to finally get to this one. Number 13, Doctor Who at Childhood's End by Sophie Aldred, who played one of the Doctor's companions. She played Ace. Number 14, Harry Harrison's Homeworld. This is volume 1 of To the Stars. Harry Harrison is always a fun author to read. Yeah, again, another one that's not too terribly long, but I do enjoy Harry Harrison's particular style. No doubt this is going to be very dated. Yeah. And here we are with one of my favorite authors and a novel of his that I have not read. That is Michael Crichton, and it's the Andromeda Strain. Yeah, it's been a while since I've read anything by Michael Crichton. Yeah, be very cool if this one's picked. Again, not a terribly long one, but looks like it's, oh, yep, lots of fun diagrams. Yep. How old is this one? 1969. Nice. And 16, the second of my non-fiction books on here, The Radium Girls by Kate Moore. This deals with the women who are working in, let's see, I believe it was nuclear research. And, yeah, dealing with, I guess, radiation sickness. I'm not sure. This one I rated from my dad's collection. This is Larry Niven's The Integral Trees. I know my dad's got a lot of Larry Niven novels and Jerry Pournelle and a bunch of other, I guess, very famous sci-fi writers of the 70s and 80s. Harry Harrison included, of course. I haven't read any of Larry Niven yet. If this one's picked, this will be my first. Fully fleshed culture of evolved humans who live without real gravity in the gas torus that rotates about a neutron star. Cool. This is number 18. This is Stan Lee's Riftworld Odyssey by Stan Lee and Bill McKay, where superheroes are real and reality is ever changing. Yeah, some sci-fi from the Marvel man himself. This one's quite a bit longer. So if this one gets picked and if Mr. McDonald does a second spin, I might just skip it. Skip the second one and just read one if this one's picked. This is quite an odyssey. Alright, and let's see. This one also rated from my dad's collection. Not sure how many of this particular series he has, and I have not read anything in this particular fandom as far as novels goes, but I think I've heard some good things about this author. He's a Hugo Award winning author. It's Timothy Zahn, and this is Star Wars Heir to the Empire. This is volume 1 of a series. So this directly follows Return of the Jedi, as you can tell by the picture. Yeah, I haven't read any Star Wars novels. So if this one's picked, this will be the first one of that I would read. And number 20, kind of random, and another fandom, with a slight Star Trek connection. This is Quantum Leap: Too Close for Comfort by Ashley Mcconnell. So yeah, if you're not familiar with Scott Bakula, where have you been? Similar to what the Star Trek novels do, is just a Quantum Leap novel. Anyway, with the Quantum Leap stories, they do get quite I guess intense is not quite the right word, but they get very deep in it, you know? Well, of course it's time travel, but time travel in a different sense. In fact, and it looks like in this story, it looks like it is... Okay, it looks like this story is about something that could make or break the Quantum Leap project. So this will be very cool to read as well. Alright, so those are the 20 books for the next BookTube Spin tag, which will be number 5, eventually. No rush. I just wanted to get this out of the way while it was still fresh in my mind. Next time, I'll be looking at all of the books that I've read this year, and some of the goals I have for next year. So that'll be fun. Take care. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. If you don't watch the next one, Happy New Year. Or, yeah, whatever. Take care. Bye-bye.